What up, fellas? Just wanted to do a quick video, man, about a conversation about um, can brothers burn up Colombia like a lot of things in Brazil has been, quote unquote, burnt up, you know, and also Brazil as well. Can Brazil be burnt up? And just for those who may not understand the terminology, burnt up meaning that basically things not being as they were, years ago, or things that's rapidly changing, whether it's pricing, people charging, gringo prices for certain things, or you see the culture changing due to the influx of travelers from the U.S. and seeing a lot of our things from our culture implemented. So, with further ado, my opinion is that I don't see Colombia being, burnt up by, other travelers that frequent other countries, because places like Medellin, people don't, most travelers, from what I've seen, they don't see Medellin as a long-term or temporary living destination. It's a short vacation, and a lot of guys mention a place like Medellin is not as diverse as far as skin complexion and things like that. So some don't necessarily feel at home when they're in Medellin versus a place like DR, Brazil. They see more people that look like them. They see more of a diverse array of skin tones, and which makes people feel a little bit more comfortable and want to frequent there more. Also, safety. There's guys that know how to move in Colombia, but a lot of guys I know, when they talk about Colombia, they don't want to go by themselves, or they're not going to really venture off like that as they would venture off in like a DR or Brazil. So that's another aspect. Also, another aspect, and I'm using Medellin as an example, but like the climate, it's not a hot climate city. So, and you know how we act when it's hot. Medellin is a more calm and relaxed climate. Bogota is a chilly city as well. So you're not going to see guys in these fancy malls like Santa Fe Mall with basketball shorts and flip-flops, and looking unpresentable. When you in a beach area, or you in a hotter climate, and a lot of people go to like Rio, which has a, beach atmosphere, and DR, Cartagena too. People, dress a little bit more comfortable, I should say, and in some ways less tasteful. Places like a Sosua, you're not dressing to impress, so it don't matter where you wear. But you go to Medellin, you're around these beautiful women, and you're black, you just can't just come, without a haircut, or not looking presentable, and thinking that you're gonna get the same attention and experience as you would going somewhere else. So I think Colombia would just be a vacation spot for most guys, and they'll some things probably will turn them off. So I just think that with other countries that have a lot of aspects that a lot of guys, that I see a lot of guys like, as far as in Brazil or DR, I don't see Colombia, being burnt up. Curious to hear your comments and thoughts.